One of the best things about living in Tucson is something almost nobody talks about when you're deciding to move here. It's what's within a couple hours of your front door. Ghost towns, wine country, cool pine forests, an actual national park, and even another country. And about halfway through, I'm going to take you to the one-day trip that surprises my out-of-state buyers more than any other. And this is the one that makes them go, wait, this is in Arizona? So buckle up because I'm going to share the best day trips from Tucson. I'm Meagan Estees, your easy homegirl, and one of my favorite parts of helping people relocate here is showing them that Tucson isn't just a city, it's a base camp for some of the most beautiful and interesting country in the Southwest. Let's take some drives. Start with the closest and coolest, literally. Mount Lemmon. It's right in Tucson's backyard in the Catalina Mountains, and it's the escape hatch from the heat. The top sits at over 9,000 feet in elevation and runs 25 to 30 degrees cooler than the valley floor. So on a 100-degree day, you could be standing in a cool pine forest in about an hour and a half. The drive itself, which is the Sky Island Scenic Byway, is the big attraction. You pass through something like 8 different life zones from saguaro desert to alpine forest, and the views just keep getting better and better as you go up. Then up at the top, you have Summer Haven to go hiking and that famous giant cookie at the cookie cabin, a little ski area in the winter, and cool mountain air all year long. This is the day trip you'll do again and again, especially in the summertime. Every Tucsonan has a Mount Lemmon routine, and pretty soon you will too. Now let's head southeast about an hour and change for 2 towns that could not be more different but pair perfectly in one trip. First, you have Tombstone, the town too tough to die. This is the real Wild West. The OK Corral, wooden boardwalks, stagecoaches, gunfight reenactments, the whole legendary frontier experience. It's touristy in the best possible way, genuinely fun, and a little slice of American history you walk right through. Then just up the road, you get Bisbee, and Bisbee is a total plot twist. It's a former copper mining town tucked into the Mule Mountains that reinvented as the quirky, artsy, bohemian mountain village. Steep, winding streets, colorful old houses stacked on the hillsides, art galleries, great little restaurants, antique shops, and a cool, funky, creative energy. It even runs cooler than Tucson thanks to the elevation. Do Tombstone for the history and Bisbee for the vibe, and you've got one of the best combo day trips in all of Southern Arizona. A little tip from me, do Tombstone first, midday, when the reenactments and the main streets are buzzing the most. Then drive over to Bisbee late afternoon for dinner, and when the light hits those hillside houses and the town gets that golden mellow glow. In Bisbee, park and just wander. Half the fun is climbing the little staircases between the streets, ducking into a gallery, and stumbling onto a great little cafe or brewery you didn't even know existed. And if you're into history, Bisbee's old copper mine tours and its famously haunted spots are a whole adventure of their town. Next, a shorter one. Head south about 45 minutes to an hour to Tubac and Tumacacori, and this is the trip for the art and cultural lovers. Tubac is a charming little arts village, and it bills itself as the place where art and history meet, with more than 100 galleries and shops packed into a walkable, tree-shaded little town. You wander adobe-lined streets, browse pottery, paintings, jewelry, Southwestern furniture, and stop for a nice lunch. It's got this relaxed, creative, unhurried feel that people fall in love with. And just down the road, you have Saguaro National Historical Park, which is home to a beautiful old Spanish mission, the ruins of a church that date back centuries, and set in a peaceful grove along the Santa Cruz River. It's genuinely moving, a quiet, gorgeous piece of region's deep history. The two of them together make a gentle, cultured, soul-filling day, and it's an easy drive that a lot of the newcomers just don't even know about. Okay, so here's the one that I promise you. The day trip that surprises my out-of-state buyers more than any other. You head about an hour southeast into Sonoita, Elgin, and Patagonia. And this is Arizona's wine country. I mean real wine country. When people picture Arizona, they picture saguaros and brown desert. Then they crest a hill into Sonoita and suddenly they're looking at rolling green and gold grasslands at nearly 5,000 feet. Dotted with vineyards, the mountains are in every direction and it looks like Tuscany or the hills of California, and your jaw just like drops. This is where you spend a day going from tasting room to tasting room, sampling award-winning wines from the oldest wine region in the state with big sky views the whole way. Nearby Patagonia adds a laid-back little art and nature town with great food, birding, and a lake. This is the trip that rewrites what people think about Arizona. It's beautiful, it's unexpected, it's cooler than the desert floor, and honestly, for a lot of my buyers, it's the day they start dreaming about owning land out in that direction. It's my number one surprise day trip, hands down. Now let's talk about one of the ones that you barely have to drive at all for, because they're right here in Tucson, plus a couple of bigger adventures if you want them. The Saguaro National Park bookends Tucson. There's a district on the east side and one on the west side, and it's an entire national park dedicated to the giant saguaro cactus with scenic loop drives, hiking, and unreal sunsets amongst cactus forests. A lot of people don't realize they're moving right next door to a national forest. On the west side, you can pair it with the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum and Old Tucson. And if you're up for going a little farther, you've got options in every direction. You can go to Kartchner Caverns, which is a stunning living limestone cave system about an hour out. And then we also have Kitt Peak National Observatory for world-class stargazing. And if you want a real road trip, Tombstone's neighbor country, or even down to the border town of Nogales for a taste of Mexico without flying anywhere. The point is, from Tucson, you are never more than a short drive from something genuinely special, whether you've got 2 hours or a whole day. And I love these for a really practical reason too. They're perfect for when friends and family come to visit, which, trust me, once you live somewhere this beautiful, they will absolutely come visit you. You'll build a little mental menu: caverns for a hot afternoon, the national park for a sunrise or sunset, wine country for a special occasion, the mountain when you need to cool off. Each one is close enough to do and be home by dinner, and together they turn ordinary weekends into something you actually look forward to all week long. So let me tell you why I always show relocation buyers this side of Tucson, not just the houses. Because when you move somewhere new, what makes it feel like home isn't just the floor plan, it's the life around that. And Tucson's location is genuinely rare. In a single tank of gas, you can go from your front door to a pine forest, to wine country, a Wild West town, to the national park, and to a foreign country. Most cities can't touch that variety. It means your weekends never have to be boring. It means when family visits, you've got a month of adventures ready to go. And it means the places that you're choosing isn't just a house in the desert, it's a base camp for a whole region of beauty and history and character. That's the part that turns a move into real life. So when you're weighing whether Southern Arizona is right for you, don't just look at the listings, look at everything else that is wrapped up around them. because that to me is the real reason people who move here end up actually staying, and they end up so glad that they did. And if this has you picturing your life out here with all of this right outside your door, let's find you the right home base. Text the word guide to 520-980-9880, and I'll send you my Southern Arizona area guide to help you figure out which part of this incredible region is the perfect fit for you. It's no pressure at all, just real local help. And if you enjoyed this ride, subscribe because I show you the real Southern Arizona all year long. I'm Meagan Estees, your easy homegirl, and I will see you out there.